I've played it a couple of times. So far it's mostly just like the previous versions. There's not a lot of... And yeah, so I'm just going to continue the trial. I think I got about 4 hours left. And other than like Madden actually being sprinkled in and around the game, there's not really a lot that makes it specifically for Madden. But we'll see. I'll play a little bit more. I'll look a little bit more. Like I said, I've got 4 hours, so should be able to find something to do, something that's fun. Just tweeting. Again. All right. So call the shots from. Yeah, I was playing the franchise mode. I like it. I'm not gonna play Face of the Franchise. Those are always kind of play. I'm not gonna do. Let's see what they have. Team. I was looking before. I don't know if they made any additions in the last few days. We'll see. What's that for? Showing up. Strategy. I never use these. Headliners welcome back. That's it. Just 2 packs. All right. Next, a mud trap. Interesting. Maybe I'll look in that. Energy item. Chargers. How's this a strategy? I don't know what this does. So I shall move on. Where does it bring that other menu? Open next. Okay. I clicked on open. No, I didn't. Never mind. I was playing PlayStation yesterday, so I forget where the X is. Now I know. Oh, it's different. Headline. Special ability and gives them a. So, player did 80 overall cornerback. That's good. Max font. It's competitive. Follow us, blah blah blah. Content. They already have a tournament. Oh, that just takes me to a website. Ah. Yeah, it kicked me out last time I did this. If you're gonna take people out of your game and into a website, you should give a warning message before you leave the game. That should be standard. So I played that one. All field passes. What is this? Field pass select. Okay. Just the same as the challenges, only it's organized different. Oh, right. Let's put in the new player. I was gonna play a game, but I gotta put it first. Really gonna lose. See that? I don't know why they're so organized like this. You have the challenges, and then if you go to missions, this is the same thing as challenges. And then if you go to view all field passes, it's the same thing as challenges. How do I get Derek Brown? Okay. Answer my question. Play a friend. What is this mutt draft? Draft your team. This is the CP. Other draft champion. Oh, okay. Just making a new Met team. I guess if you don't like the one you're at, you have solo battle. Should opponent brawl. So I beat them. Let's go against the Dolphins fan.
Hello and welcome in. I'm the coach, and you're watching Madden Ultimate Team. We've been waiting for this one all week, and the wait is now over. It's time to play ball.
Too good. All right, let's play ball. Oh, okay. Is that
fun? Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go from Lambeau. Takes it at the 7.
Oh, I missed. Shit.
And it's a pretty good return here. So get this up to the 29. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
For the second consecutive season, Tua's a starter and Miami's a team. Both had winning records, but missed the playoffs. His numbers, they weren't terrific. Only 2,600 yards and 16 touchdowns against 10 interceptions. But he also overcame fractured ribs early in the season to return and play well down the stretch. And don't forget, when he did come back, he led Miami to 6 straight wins, which kept them in the playoff race.
We're going to assume a run. And
let's go! Tua to throw right away. The throw caught by Cole. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Hold on. I hate when they rush it. They make bad decisions.
Ready? First carry for Raheem Mostert. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Here's Tagovailoa to throw.
Nice.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Here's Allen. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year. In his 3rd season now, it's Joe Burrow. On 1st down, they'll start out with Jefferson. Nowhere to go that time.
A little bit better.
Maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow.
Nice.
Kaderl Hodge has it complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Oh, it's right there.
Run on 1st down with Jefferson. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
Right.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, nice.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw there taken in by Hodge. Down inside the 10, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. And give him a gain of 37.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run here with Jefferson. At a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Burrow looking to pass.
Nope.
Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted.
I could see it was taking too long. That's why I tried to pull it
of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play.
Messed it up.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what most games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check right. Hut.
Once again, it's Mostert. Nifty move.
Oh, come on, guys.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin 1st.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
One of the first big plays we've seen in this football game, and could that be the play that gets this game jump-started? It's taken a while as both teams have tried to settle in. Maybe now the pace will accelerate.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
Got him.
Come on. The pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it.
No.
Touchdown. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded right around the 8.
Go through them?
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
Nice.
The Packers with a football here late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Yes.
He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete.
Get away. Get away. Get away.
Touchdown.
I thought he was going to get me.
Andrew Ogletree, 69 yards. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, where they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
In 34 seconds.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1.
Oh,
and
boom.
he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Tua now on first down. Wide open receiver complete.
Okay.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Cover 2. Nice.
Ready.
I remember where that is. It's
2 and now on first down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Tua going to throw.
nice.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for
2
Hill.
seconds off.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession as they got it
time for
at the 42-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
All right, let's go for scissors.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's got a man complete.
Add my numbers.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Halftime adjustments. Hold the skip adjustments. Lock machine. Any of this do?
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Set and ready to go for the second half. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
What are you talking about?
And they'll get him down inside the 30
They
at the
can't field
27.
it cleanly. It's
The
loose.
Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Third quarter starts with a run by Jefferson. Room here to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
No, I was not pushing the button. Let's go.
And they'll go again here with Jefferson. Powering forward. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but
2 runs
there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Over 30 yards there, and first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Again, it'll be Jefferson. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
That looked weak. I just want to see the replay. What's the replay? Wait, how's there no replay?
2 now, 3rd down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he uses quickness to make a play.
Oh, hold on.
11 Thomas.
Third and goal. Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now, they don't get a touchdown here in the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Right. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And they find themselves down on the scoreboard following the field goal a moment ago.
And I think even though they trail in the game now, I would consider that a win for their defense. And that's probably what they're telling the offense when they get to the bench. Hey, the onus is on you guys now. Get back out there and get us the lead back.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
It'd be a run.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Set, go. Ready?
On second down, Mostert. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hut, hut. Ready.
Here's Tua.
No,
and he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 3 quarters in the books.
You
are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
There's some weird glitch.
Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Looking to pass. Tua.
Oh, yes.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here just past the 25.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Had a good running game.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
Here we go.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. They'll start out on the ground with Jefferson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
I think we can run
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives them a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
A give up the middle to Jefferson. Jerome Baker there on the tackle. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
Here we go, here we go.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. And they'll go right back to Jefferson. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I think even with another first down, they still might get it back.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for this with Jefferson. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On now is the Packers punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt.
See if it goes out of bounds. I want it to go out of bounds. Yeah, there we go. Oh.
Yeah, a great job here.
Nice.
This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Bounds like I
You need to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
So Tua and the Dolphins down 10-7. Just over a minute 40 to play.
Oh, sack in the end zone.
Down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. So just nowhere to escape the pressure that time. He goes down for a safety, and that should all but do it here in this one.
Yeah, they put up a good fight, but you're right. Now they have to kick it away, and this one definitely looks like a lost cause.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. Fielded at the 20. Pushes past him. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
All right. Keep running. Too fancy.
Here we go.
Let's get the clock up.
Straight ahead with Jefferson.
Oh, good block.
And he's got room.
Oh,
And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 80 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Here we go.
On the handoff, it's Jefferson. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. This is one of those games where if you win it, it feels extra special. But to lose a close one like this, Charles, remember where they didn't score any points in the second half. That has to sting a bit more.
Absolutely, and I really think that they're going to spend so much time pouring over this game film, trying to figure out where their calls went wrong, how they didn't execute on certain plays. They were so close.
Finish game. Solo. All right. So solo battles are interesting. stuck? Okay. $31,000. I think I might be able to get something decent for that. Still. $34,000 back, which is 3 at least. Or for 36,000, I can get 16 gold. Bunch of 70. Not the elite. 4,000 coin. Yep. What? Oh, I don't. Damn. I thought I had more. Okay. Still gotta play one more. Let's play one more. Total battle. Hot shot.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Madden Ultimate Team, and I'm your host, the coach. This game should not disappoint. So sit back and put that remote down.
Okay. Alright. I think I kicked off every single thing.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded inside the 5. And look at this.
Nice.
Right away, a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And he will bring this one back.
There we
a fumble
go.
return for a Green Bay touchdown.
I knew
Boy,
they
CD,
still
what
had
a way
that
to score. You want to talk about a roller coaster of emotions.
You just
They
gotta
got
hit
the
him in
big
the right
play, then they
spot.
cough it up. It seems to be disastrous, but his teammate is there to scoop it and score it.
Not much else I can add to that, partner. I'll just say one thing. We just saw momentum swing several times on one play.
Now Cade York for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Now we get a first look at this Patriots offense, and of course leading them for his 2nd season. Last year's Rookie of the Year runner-up out of Alabama, Mac Jones.
I think we'll all remember 2021 as a banner quarterback draft, and we saw 5 taken in the first round. It was actually the 5th of those 5, Mac Jones, who was the runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting with the 5th most yards by a rookie in league history. The Patriots, they have to be dancing in the streets with the idea that this guy is going to be their quarterback for about the next 10 years.
The tackle by Kalen Barnes.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Are you kidding?
Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
All right.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
One contained.
Now Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Throwing, Jones. Pass complete once again to Bourne. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his one-on-two matchup.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4-4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about
just
how
because they're so
close
nerves?
Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, but sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan.
No.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score.
That's bullshit. He walked right by my
Damian
head.
Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Pats are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Oh.
Fulk connects on the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
That'd be a block. It looked like a block.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was Damian Harris who finished things off with a touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. They're led out by last season's comeback player of the year in his 3rd season now. It's Joe Burrow.
You know, I will do it.
So first and 10 now from the 30. And they go play action now. Burrow. Going across the field, he finds Phillips. On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Try for number
10. Take it in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams.
If it doesn't switch to the guy I think it's going to switch to.
We'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Patriots in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
They're going to run, so.
Off the bootleg, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw again. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, the run was strong. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
It's gonna
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. He's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Get up.
Just keeping the play alive. Open receiver here. Complete. It's Parker. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
My guys wouldn't get up.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Shit.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Samson Abukum in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Packers with the football here late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Burrows,
he's got Melton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Burrow.
Get in.
The 7-yard line, the catch is made.
Couldn't stay in
reach the
bounds.
5-yard line before going out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know what's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they get hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
Oh,
They'll
high
turn
snap.
to the power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here we go.
On 2nd and goal, Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
No.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Okay, so I guess they're just gonna try for a Hail Mary.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on 1st down. He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. Oh, good-looking return set up here. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
Okay.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On 3rd down, here's a run by Jefferson. And he's got some space here.
Oh, no, this guy's...
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Oh, cow, he's so down.
Packers.
Jamar Jefferson,
65 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. York now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3.
Missed.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
I think they're going to
They make their second half debut here. Things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a free-possession game.
Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. Third quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays, because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Jones. And right side, Henry's got it. Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
The Patriots send out their punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
Is it? Okay, I guess we're done.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over.
This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
Here we go. It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
We're playing slow to run down the clock.
On the give, this is Jefferson. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold.
Sorry, using them, sir. How did they just use one?
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And they'll run here with Jefferson.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, a run with Jefferson.
Pushed.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
102 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. They'll run with Jefferson. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah, I still need to get a couple of first downs.
Here's Jefferson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
I don't really. I'll keep running.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Still getting yards.
On the ground, it's Jefferson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Mistake.
Now a run with Jefferson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, Jefferson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
You can.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jamar Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone.
Still 40 seconds left.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
See if we can get a fumble.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. New England trying to get a place on offense.
All right, we'll just
They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones.
Come on, get him. Get him. Get up.
Pass incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time is run out on this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement.
Something's supposed to be moving. It sounds like something's supposed to be moving. I think some of the graphics aren't quite ready yet. Like this. What are we doing? So, 800 coins. What? More than that, actually. Rank it. How many games do you have to play to have a rank? On the featured opponent, that's what I'll do.
Hello again, everybody. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Hope
This
you're
one I
ready,
might not do.
because we've got another good one on tap.
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be fielded inside the 5. And look at this.
Fumble, get it.
Football.
I was trying to get the
So
fumble.
a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things,
Yeah, great replay.
you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Wentz now to throw.
No, he's not down.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. So the completion good for just 3. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Wentz.
Yes.
And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Burrow on play action. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Burrow. And this is caught.
The guy was going to get in there quicker.
And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Just pick up a nice...
And it's a Packers touchdown. Kaderl Hodge, 35 yards. And the Packers use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Now Cade York for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. So that drive, 4 plays. And the result, a Green Bay score. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
From the 30 on second down, Wentz finds his running back, James Conner. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
Mixon with a first down carry, and he is going to lose yardage here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Skip this.
The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Here we go.
First carry for James Conner. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
On first down, they'll start out with Jefferson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Thanks for letting me know. I was going to.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. They go play action with Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
No! Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Nick Needham picks it off.
I wasn't trying to force it in.
He's taller than at their own 11-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
We're taking timeouts. It's
To throw, it's Wentz. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him.
All right, we're not
now
blitzing
the Browns
anymore.
signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Wentz. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Wentz. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
It feels like they're getting caught in between here because the incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Yeah, they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
On fourth down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
Returnable now for Allen. Uses the stiff arm. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return.
And they will take over first and 10.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Keenan Allen as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Man, that guy cannot.
This one fielded at the 5.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Browns drive about to get started.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
Wentz now on first down.
But they're trying.
And that'll be caught by Des Fitzpatrick.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. A final shot before half for Wentz.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown. Such an electric play. So much fun to watch. And you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From the 6. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
What kind of play was that?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on first down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. He'll find his man, Simi Fehoko. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From midfield, here's Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz, and Davis has it over the middle. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. Now Wentz again. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Wentz now on first down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Mixon. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
He's going to throw it.
They run for it with Mixon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Simi Fehoko. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here.
That's right.
Wide open receiver complete. And it's a Packers touchdown. Andrew Ogletree, 46 yards. And the Packers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Let's kick it off. Just a minute.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Now they got to get to the line quickly. They'll try the left side with Connor. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now Wentz. And this one complete to Smith.
All that pressure.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Or just lose the game.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. Wentz. Screen pass to Connor. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
Yeah,
so maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. One final try now for Wentz. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game.
Finish. Come on, screen, work. Coins, that's all you get for that.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome you to another installment of Madden Ultimate Team. There's been a lot of talk leading up to this matchup, and it's finally here. But can it live up to all the hype?
Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go from Lambeau. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here comes the Los Angeles offense and the man in charge of it in his second season with the team, 14th overall in what's been an impressive career, Matthew Stafford. Off of play action, here's Stafford.
Whoa,
he'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
How is supposed to
that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week, but they failed on that third down play. That brings up fourth down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
All right, that's right.
They'll start out on the ground with Jefferson. And some room to work. And he takes it all the way up to the 45-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards on the ground.
Now play action.
Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Damn it. Oh,
there's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 29, Burrow. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. Fights through him. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Yeah, I need to use those.
And they'll run on first down with Jefferson. Ernest Jones there for the tackle.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Short.
6 yards left on second down.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Here's Burrow. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
On one, ready?
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Packers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And he is not reaching the end zone.
Takes it at the 7. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So now Stafford and the Rams after the sack. And they're staring up at a 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Burrow down around his goal line. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And they work this out past the 25. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Here we go.
Let's try and get Hodge.
Now it's Burrow.
Bullshit.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. They had a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
So first thing that crosses my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And Gay knocks this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be.
Let's run it first.
Here we go.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it first and 10. Now they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Burrow on play action. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Here we go.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And out of bounds right around the 20. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
York able to send this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded right around the 8. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Well, the Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. Now, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
11.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. On the move past the 40. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 42 yards. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. Straight ahead with Jefferson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 64 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
It was good stuff.
On first down, they'll stay with Jefferson on the ground. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. And they'll go right back to Jefferson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football.
Here we go.
Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
See if I can throw it.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Nice.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Keenan Allen from 4 yards out. And the Packers take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
And we did most of the quarter.
Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. The opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Why are we dancing if you got a couple? That's something we should be dancing about.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Nice.
Forced out. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Now we're going to finally catch this thing. just roll out of bounds like the others.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. Desperation time for Stafford on fourth down.
No way I got a penalty for that.
It's Cup. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on fourth down with a penalty.
Got the ball.
Here's Stafford. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. From the 44, Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On first down, Stafford here. He's got his target. It's the tight end, Tyler Higbee. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Linebacker blitz. I don't know where that
Second down
play
at
was.
4.
That's the problem with his coach's suggestions. Screw up all.
Again, it's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Clock continuing to roll as the Rams try to get going again. On second and very short, Stafford. Being chased, and a big loss here as he's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Stafford. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. They snap it to Stafford.
Damn it.
And this is
got him too much
for
time.
a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Onside kick.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Come on, let's skip that shit.
Here we go.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. On the counter, this is Jefferson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run for this with Jefferson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
Here we go, here we go.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll go again here with Jefferson. 98 yards on the ground for him so far.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this.
Champs entry token. Div level 3. Let's see. How are you getting that many games completed? You just keep playing against the same teams? That's an option. I think this gets me enough to buy a pack. Check. $34,000 for pack, yeah. So Tiberius Ward, cornerback. Left end at 71, come on. 75, strong safety, maybe. Oh, that was a rip-off, just for one good player. $10,000 coins. Oh, right. Already been here. The game. Like I said before, if you're gonna kick people out to a website, put a warning on it. It's so dumb that there's. Alright, franchise. I'll continue on with the franchise I was making yesterday. I'll just keep playing this until my team's dead. What do I have? No. Okay, so this is where we're at. First week. Right. think we have a pretty decent team at this point. But I think I can also check the free agents to see if there's anything. This guy. I didn't even check to see what the budget is. Spending money left and right. Definitely don't need a halfback. Leave it at that for now. They're gonna make me cut players. Wrong button. Depth chart and then reorder. Okay, what are they suggesting? I cut 69. He's young though. I like cutting players that are young better. This guy I just picked up. They want me to sit him but he's the third receiver. Is he cutting him? I don't want to cut either of those guys. Let me see. Depth chart looks like to see where I can lose some players. Halfback right there. This guy's 83 and he's that young. Say one of them can be traded for sure. But for what? Maybe an 80 receiver. Right end's good. Tackle's good. Right tackle maybe. Side linebacker. Okay. Got an idea. Okay. In the wide receiver. One they wanted me to. I want a superstar wide receiver. Got to be in the 8. Trade accepted. Nice. Got a superstar wide receiver. Up a second string halfback. And now our roster is good. But also we have a good second receiver. Scouting. Good with them on the way there. That sound I don't like. That menu sound. It sounds like air brakes releasing. We won. Oh yeah, I forgot to do strategy. Shit, I gotta remember this time. Garden. At 30 to 24. Points 20. XP gains for gains for tight ends. Scheme shiny. I don't know. Anything? Oh. Points. I don't know. I mean, that's an advantage. Stuff costs cheaper. See. Media has a question. Something generic. Many folks thought the team would be better last season. Not me. Finish the coaching estimate. And I throw it all under the players. Start for beginning season. Let's not blame the coach or the players. College players were good. West Central. These are our key. Here. I got my QB. So, if they figure the top threat is the receiver. Then deep pass. Alright, we're good. Already doing a mock draft. Alright, let's see what they think I chose. What do they think I should draft? Halfback. Just traded at. Why do they think you need so many halfbacks? Watch my get in. Collins power. Right end power. Right end. Let's go. Wide receiver. Two players ready to go. Coaching improvements. Choose regional. No. Two players ready to. Oh, this guy's gonna want a lot of money. He's my superstar. And for some reason, he doesn't seem that interested in resigning. Jerk. Oh, neither. Oh man, this guy's my superstar. They're both my superstars. Oh, this is gonna cost me. I have $26 million in cap room. Let's see. Oh, he actually wants less money. Since he's not that interested. Put up a bit. Nice. I've got $12 million cap room. It's not a lot. Not interested. Because we're not close to. Very nice. Okay, good. At least he signed. This guy's gonna want a lot of money. That cap room. Got nothing. I might have to trade some players away just to make cap room. And strategy. Sam Darnold. And the short pass. They defend the medium pass. Advance. We lost my. Hey, are we? Don't have any injuries, so can't blame that. Hold on. Before I make any changes, see why we're losing. I see that. Gotta be in, right? Schedule, yeah, okay. In schedule. Lost by 42, lost by 4. Let them score 42. Score 20. Score 24. Defense needs help. Wonder where I can see my team's. Yeah, here we go. Stat. I think defense is the big problem here. I'm way too many points. Not getting any sacks or turnover. But we're getting interceptions. Pass yards. Yeah, I think it's the defensive line that's the problem. Okay. Charge. Okay, we have left end. Not bad. Right end. Defensive tackle could loot. Right outside linebacker. Defensive tackle, right outside linebacker. Tackle. Much. A bit better, but no. I could grab. How much money do I have left? Probably not much. I gotta cut somebody. Or you know what? Small improvement. It's fast. 7. Now. Or actually, there's somebody on the trade block I might want. Oh. Max 10. What do they want? And give them a end. Can I take this guy too? And this guy. And I want a draft pick. I'm gonna say 3rd pick. Damn. They want more, eh? Okay. Take away the pick. Okay, let's just take away the pick completely. So they don't even want my right end. Said they want their lives. What else do you need? Guard. Oh, this guy. I'll dump some of my salary too. And I'm putting the pick back because closer though. Closer. So they're okay with the pick. It's just a matter of which pick. So close. Alright, at this point, fine. Oh, it's so close. Significantly more competent. Do I have to give him a pick? Let's get rid of the 63. What can I get rid of? Give him a defensive tackle. Giving him a right guard. Now, gotta be. There we go. Finally. We had to do something because we were lost 2 out of the first 3 games. So you gotta make some change. I think I needed better backup. Okay, now. Don't like it being paint. Guard. Receiver. Another wide. And on coaching, I'll focus on defense. The defense is getting us in trouble. Catching for cornerbacks. I need offensive line. Or no, defensive line, sorry. 30. It's the strength by 4. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wait until I get 30. Strategy. They're 0-3, so can't be doing too great. See. Their average pass yards. Passing is the lead. Like short passing is what for. That's what we're gonna do. One, that's good. Still bottom. Division though. How many upgrade points per? Yes. So everybody's stronger now. Should help. We're playing a 1-3 team. Should also should power. Oh, right end. You need a decent blocker. Right end. Pierman. I don't think you're gonna play much, David. And our starter type. Got players ready to negotiate. But no cap room. 5.8? Ah, we got a little cap room. Oh, this guy I just picked up. You want 1.54? What does he want next? 1.5? 35 years old? Yeah, I'll make him a... Yeah, I don't really care though. You're just the filler for the year. This guy seems to like... Wait, what did that say? I don't have salary cap. 0.6. Did I not say 4 something earlier? How about you? $5 million and more. Giving you 5 million. Tell you what, none of you gets negotiated oh, the off season. I can't. I don't have the money right now. Sorry. Jimmy Garoppolo. How is their running game? No, it's their passing game. Oh. So, deep yards. They're number 1 in the league in all. Short pass mostly, so that's why I'm watching it. Alright, I'll stick with that. 45-17, that was our last game. Our offense is doing good. Just 31-17. So again, of the defense. Stamina. Help. Just can't get over how much that sounds like air brakes. It's so distracting. I keep thinking I gotta look outside the house for a truck. Okay, power rusher. Wide receiver. Hunter. Accurate. Power. Power is more important. Pin him back. Players ready to negotiate, but I have no money. No money to negotiate with. Weekly strategy. Okay. They're pretty high in passing yards too. And Ryan likes the short stuff. Let's go short. We're ignoring the negotiations. Surprised they don't warn you when trade deadline's coming up. Oh my goodness, we lost again. I guess I could try free agency. We can. A lot in there. Tackle, he for sure. And right outside linebacker, we could use all the help. Get power. Wide receiver, Robert Woods. Alright. Just check free agents, see if there's anybody. Elvin Gordon the third. Yeah, but I can't. Then I'd have to cut people. Can still do a trade. I don't know when the trade deadline is these days. My cap room is 21 million. Cornerbacks and wide or strong safety. There are a few. 73 is my third cornerback. 77, I think, cornerback. Pick up one. Yeah, 76. And then what? Who are you going to suggest? Third right outside linebacker. Some cap space. He's on the bench. Yeah. Let's get rid of him. Then I don't have to resign him. some salary in the season. All right. Money. Okay. So what you been doing? Although the team I play is a passing team. Yeah, you know what? I just need to stop questioning and just go with their default. Because every time I change it, we lose. So I'll leave it like this for now. Mock draft number 2. Curious to see what they say I need to pick first overall. Breakout defensive line. Help a player develop his trait. Coach. And you were saying this stuff last year too. Alright. Go down. We did win, so that's good. Alright. Oh. Ralph Quick, the run stopper. This is the same picture they used for last year's draft. Okay. Right end. Tackle. Hour. Cornerback. Man. Strat. Outside linebacker. Is he even playing? Button. Uh-oh. How did he get in? Third. Oh, I don't see an injury, so alright. Fence a little. Boost tackle for free safeties. Or boost catching for cornerbacks. I mean, interceptions are this one too. That's almost maxed out. Okay, checked out the mock draft. I'm pretty sure I don't have any cap room. No. Actually, wait. The guy said he was interested. Oh. Okay. Shy Tuttle, the defensive tackle. Now makes 1.64. 7 years old. Does the signing bonus count against the cap? That was the way it worked. Well, Scouting national. Nope. Strategy. And we're always playing passing teams. Doesn't really go deep. I know I shouldn't second guess, but I want to play. We lost. That's what I get for being involved. Barely lost. By 6. And I know what you've earned from this game. Humbling experience. Uh-oh. Question? Just want to know. You're under 500 now. Shut up, coach. Playoff team. I don't. Sure. Yep. Well, let's threaten them. Safety. It's a good cornerback. Sticks around for a while. So it's going to be harder to keep people next year. They have such a low cap space. So I got an award. Oh, my free safety got an award for 12 tackles and interception and a sack. But we lost still. It's never good. I'll leave it at the pass. It's Matthew Stafford. Who am I to question the computer? Oh my goodness. Can't believe I lost that. Man, I better, I need to start paying more attention to the draft. Because that's where I'm going to have to build some. Okay. There's that right in they said to get. I do need a backup cube. So just watch them for now. And hopefully, I think the trial won't expire before I at least get to again. I like to be a decent team before that happens. Line. Guard. It's not bad for a right guard. And yeah, if we lose again, then I'll plan strategy. Oh, we've lost again. Crap. Scouting focus player. Alright. Pretty sure you want. Yeah. How many? Oh, 3. Okay. This guy. What other position should I look at? Left guard. This guy. Isn't it? College players, players, let's go. Sure, you get power. Back. Kicker again. Alright. Strong 50. Back. And stab. Oh wait, let's check this injury first. Bentley middle linebacker. I don't know that there's anything else I can add on. Either this coach isn't cutting it, or I don't know. Press for. Yeah, there's not really much more. Defensive coordinator. Okay. Your QB, Jalen. You're definitely a running team. Splits it between inside and outside. Just watch for the. Got players to negotiate, but I can't negotiate. Holy crap. And get me like best college player ever. Here's keep it. Eric Carr, it's the first time. It's a linebacker. And guys, going to the moon. A little more. Good. Right. Well, I guess let's. Even though it's 3 and 8, and let's try it. Trying. Oh, they're both a rushing team mana pass. You have to buy. That's rested. Playoff picture. Oh, we won. That's good. 34-28. So our offense is good. It's the defense that's keeps letting us down. I think this is the last. Oh, there's one more after this. Cornerback's a bit stronger. That goes. Receiver. More physical. Get open more if you're more physical as a wide receiver. Ankle. Receiver. Let's make him. Power. And we get a bye weeks. Don't have to actually worry about losing. Okay. Players are ready to negotiate, but my guys have been targeting. Oh, right. Get in there. Prospects. Okay, so I'm targeting. At the right end. Yay. Alright. As long as they're targeted. I think that QB is going to go first, though. Very quickly. I might be first. All right. They are a passing team mostly. It's a short. Oh wait. Sure we go. Oh, that just takes us to the screen. So some of those screens I'm not sure about. A little more intuitive. Lost again. Holy. We might have the first overall pick. I mean, yeah, I did it on purpose so I could get the first overall pick. This point, now this is the last one. This guy is all talent treed out. Oh, do I have enough? No, still need. This whole talent tree will be maxed out. So, this part wrong. The run. The points I give up. 38 points last game. That's the biggest problem. It's my defense. My offense looks like it's working pretty well. Oh, 4 and 10. Just. I didn't even get enough points for my upgrade. Oops. Aren't the squad players signed? Oh. I just clicked on it, it didn't show me anything. Alright, I'm just gonna go with what. Clearly, I cannot decide. And then they got 40 on me last week, so yeah, the defense is just. Defense is not good, but I'm probably gonna be stuck drafting a QB first overall. He's gonna be the best player available. But at least that gives me trade bait. Wonder if I could trade my first pick. It'd be worth a lot. It's gonna be a high draft pick. I don't know what's happening on my wide receivers to get more physical, but plan. Oh yeah, at this point, well, I'm gonna max out the defense. Still should be around, I think. Suck if I spent all these points maxing them out and then quit. At least I won the last one. And we won that one. What a waste of wins. I wanted to get the last pick, or the first pick I mean. Oh, you get. Okay, let's try and improve Coach Tiny. P games for wide receivers. Gotta pick a direction here. Offensive coordinator talents cost. Already spent all the money. That's it. Crappy season. And we lost that one. So hope these points carry. Wait. All staff. Guys that were been fired. Okay. Last in my division. Shite. I don't even care who wins. I'll look at the bracket after. And I know that the draft and the free agency, it's all going to be defense. Falcons and the Patriots. Oh, awards? Did I get anything? Results, MVP, and awards. Nope. Just improve some players. It'll be interesting because I couldn't resign anybody. Left outside line. Man, these are all some low-rated players. I'm in for no reason. I'm gonna play. Eight overall. You are play. The wide receiver. Okay, so this is the staff week. Oh, still got everybody there. They quit? Or would I know if they... And then, no, my guys, sounds good. I'll stick with what I got for now. Although if my defense is bad again starting next season, I'd probably get rid of it. What do you got for me? I pick 8th. And they're saying wide receiver? I don't need a wide receiver. I don't know why the mock draft would have me getting a wide receiver. And not the QB. Where's the QB in my favorites? Hmm. Okay, retirements. Tom Brady retires for the 100th time. Couple of guys. Cornerback and superstar left tackle. But that should actually free up a lot of cap space because he definitely lost a lot. Players ready to negotiate. Check that. 48 million cap room. Yeah. Yeah. That works. Manage team, advance a week. Shade people first. Okay, so Tuttle. Defensive tackle, you're 70. Should not need a lot of. Ah, nice. Casey Hayward. Just had a cornerback retire, so I liked it. But he's 34. You know what? Save you for a little later. My kicker wants $2.5 million a year. I guess who are the people that want to play on my team? 5 years old. That's it. Sign. That's it. Need this guy. Yeah, we definitely need this guy. He's our only good left guard. It's a problem, guy. He has such attitude. Hayward Jr. 82 overall. He's 34 years old. The only cornerback I have. But I really don't want to sign him. No. Nope. 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 We're a good player. Don't fit. 32. Okay. Still got $34 million. Do need a backup Q. Already have to. Better not be as. You know what? I just make that decision right now. I got 2. And I can draft one. You franchise tag or that, and giving you. Okay, $34 million. Off season. See cards. Yeah, this is the guy I want. Larson. Backup QB. I just don't know when he picked. And then the other guy I write in. Not too bad. Did they have Larson? I don't even have him in the first round. The mock drafts don't have him. Oh, here he is, number 5. What? Oh, number 1. How did I miss that? So that one has him at 1. That one has him at 5. This one has him at 4. So yeah, I guess we're assuming that he's not going to be available when it's my turn. Well, that's just rude. Let's see what we got. 34 million. Focus on defense. Nice. Interest, no interest, no interest. You know, if people who complain about the scheme fit, you're like 91 overall. I'll change my scheme. He wants 24 million. So 74, like, I mean, he'd help fill out the position a little. This guy would. 6 years old. Yeah. What else we got? He won't. Not much. Cornerback, we definitely need one. We hired this. Probably wants a lot. Got a lot of interest. Maybe I could get him cheap. Just want to focus on. Oh wait, 23. Okay, this 23-year-old, 6 overall. That's and I click on this. Oh, active negotiations 5 out of 5. Eval offer. Oh, okay. That's how they do it. Signed in. Somebody tried to sign it. Damn it. Oh, shit. That's why. Okay, I'm not gonna try and sign any more players. 9 million. Just cap room. Mock draft. Okay, let's go. Chart. Guess I should actually get a. I was gonna say I should get a backup QB in case I don't draft one. Not sure if I should. See what they say. Now they're saying same thing. Get a wide receiver. Yeah. Oh, this is the guy I drafted. Or not drafted. $26 million. Here, check mark. Is he signed? Oh yeah, he signed. And yeah. Yeah. I think we're pretty good as far as the check. Oh, no. Change teams. Why do they always switch it? So, left end. And meh. Tackle. Meh. Sideline. Head. Linebacker. Outside linebacker. I just signed. Cornerbacks. I think our defense has improved quite a bit. And then we'll draft some people. Check just to make sure my team quit. on this. How much cap room? So yeah, 2. Even show the ones. Everybody's a kicker. Oh no. Hunters. And kickers. Wide receiver. If there's somebody that's young. Is he any like 24? But he wants 3.4 million. I'm gonna sit on my bench. This guy. 29 years old. Ah, he won. Right. Hoping that QB drops to 8th and I can pick. Otherwise, I think I'll go with the rate that I was looking at. How many? 3? All right. Outcome. The NHL draft.
Now on the clock, the Texans.
All right, let's watch and see if they take away my QB.
The Green Bay Packers
And
are
they
on
did
the
first
clock.
overall.
With the next selection, the Saints are on the clock.
Need a backup QB. Oh, I also need to. Just go with this guy.
With the next selection, the Lions are on the clock.
What I'll do is left. Yeah, if he's available, I'll go with him. Otherwise, I'll go with a defensive player. Then I'll draft QB 3rd round. Backup QB.
The Baltimore Ravens now on the clock.
I think. Strongest
And
left
now
tackle
on
in
the
the
clock,
draft.
it's the 49ers.
That's not bad. for backup QB.
The Seattle Seahawks are now on the clock.
Gonna take. I'll take him if you take him.
With the next pick,
Oh,
the
they took
Raiders
the left tackle.
are on
All
the
right,
clock.
in the linebacker then.
Next up, the Commanders are on the clock. The Las Vegas Raiders now on the clock.
Okay, that was defense. Strong safety. Fast to see. Fifth. It's not bad. I'll take him.
With the next selection, it's the Washington Commanders.
Now I want to back up QB.
The Las Vegas Raiders are on the clock.
All right. This guy fits my scheme. Not rated very well. All right, let's take.
Now on the clock, the Washington Commanders.
And the rest of the draft is just going to be.
On the clock now, it's the Denver Broncos. Now on the clock, it's the Las Vegas Raiders.
Got a strong safety. Actually. Just go down from any kind of defensive player that might help. Another strong safety and left outside linebacker. Cornerback. Fast. Third. 18th in the 40-yard dash, though. On a slow cornerback. Speed rusher. Strong. Yeah, I gotta take him in. Sucks.
The Washington Commanders are now on the clock.
If you get past the first 3 rounds, there's not much point.
With the next pick, the Raiders are on the clock.
I'm just gonna skip to the end here. I don't sign those picks anyways. It's usually just the first few. Alright, season recap. Just struck. Guys, free. All the C. Minus 1 million. shirt. So that's a new guy, eh? And he's the same as this guy. What about draft first? Oh, the left tackle is the right. This guy. 75. Not too bad actually. Just being picked up, and for being that young. Receptions go. Sure. More receptions. Not gonna bother with the strategy preseason. Just kind of speeding along because I think the trial's gonna end. So when are they gonna tell me I have to cut people? There we go. 18 players. All right, he's a bench cornerback, 59. The bench cornerback. Bench, right outside linebacker. Bench players. Some of them are really young though. Don't want to cut so young, and they can improve. But I also have speed. Like I said, the trial's going to end soon. Yeah. Anything in the 60s is a bit low. No matter how young they are, really. Yeah, same with him. He's too young. I mean, he's too low to improve enough. Good point. Plenty of debt. I'm 68. The second right end, you got him? The guy I just drafted. His computer is dumb. So I gotta cut 6 more players. Okay, what do I have too much of? Wide receiver. First.
This player has a zone ability.
What?
This is a powerful ability that can be activated when the player completes in-game objectives. Only X-Factor players have zone abilities.
Hey. Well, that's the first time they've told saying I have too many wide. Okay. Actually, where is... Oh, I see. I'm looking for something that tells me active. How many active benched? Bench tight end. Keep telling me I have plenty of depth at wide receiver, but sure. That doesn't mean I want to trade it all away. Or cut it. Alright. Now I want to trade though. Figure out 4 first. Actually got a pretty decent team here. I just need a superstar to bring it all in. Too many wide receivers. One of these guys. Middle linebacker. And I need a left linebacker, tackle, or a cornerback. Oh, they got a defensive tackle, but I'm sure they won't up that. 6. They're in a draft. Just to see what they say. Decline. 1 star, 1 star, 1 stars for high value, age, or dev trait. Yeah, let's just remove that. And they go. Let's just look for a decent sideline. Here's one. And he fits my scheme. And a draft. 3 things for 1 thing. 4 stars. Screw. Looking for like. And they don't have a very good team. Ah, well. I'm just trying to trade these guys for something instead of, you know what? I'm just going to try to get draft picks. Forget players. Because otherwise I'm just going to cut them. So, try and get. Nice. There. So I dumped a bunch of players I was going to drop anyways. And I got out of it. I need to hire scouts. Write down mock drafts. Drafts. Okay. Then if we start out bad, I am drop that. Better. All right. Team set. Free agency I should look at. Let me just take before I start the season. No. There you go. Well, there's an 82 strong safety. Six five. Yeah. Let's go. I'm gonna cut somebody. See what they suggest after I do this. Bench right end. Or they want me. The guy I just picked up. You guys suck. Better decisions. All right. Some strategy. Okay, but those numbers are based on what, the preseason? Feels inside more than out. Let's try it. It feels like this should be a win. This team is. The ratings are. And we lost. Breakout DB. Player upgrade is dev trait. Can't read it. Hold the Saints to less than 200 passing yards. From the super player. So we lost by 31-16. It's the defense that's killing me. One more game. My defense does bad again. I gotta get rid of the defensive coordinator. Let's answer this question. Blah blah blah. Oh yeah. That's the same question from last time. Players already. It's all defense thing. I'm just gotta watch for the defense. From problems. Let's strategy. Like our passing team. It's hard to tell this early though. Alright, so for a defensive. Well, we won 35-21. So defense do super great. F trait upgrade. Ah, there you go. Trials expired. So that's it for me. It's almost time for me to log off for the night, anyways. But yeah, if you like the video, like, share, subscribe, or all the above. You'll be notified the next time I'm online, which will be tomorrow. Where tomorrow I'm going to. I'm off work, so I'll be playing all day long. So if you like, share, subscribe, you'll be notified when I'm online. Thank you, and have a good night.